Hello? I was introduced a while ago, so let me reiterate that I'm Kelsey Hazzard, and I'm the president of secularprolife.org, and I'm here to talk to you about how you can encourage religious diversity in your campus groups. And I'd like to begin by discussing why it's desirable to do so, particularly those of you who are on a church-affiliated campus. You may not quite know why I'm here. The pro-abortion movement wants the abortion debate to be about religion and not about human rights. And it's been that way from the very beginning. If you read what Dr. Bernard Nathanson, the founder of NARAL, has to say, the Catholic Church was the villain. And it's a very transparent strategy, but it has been remarkably effective. Abortion advocates point to the participation of Christians and churches in the pro-life movement, and from there leap to the conclusion that it's a religious issue that the government has no business being involved with. And I don't dispute that religious groups have contributed substantially, but let me illustrate the flaw in that argument. Christians are heavily involved in anti-poverty activism. In fact, the Bible has more to say about poverty than any other social justice topic. But when was the last time you heard somebody scream that anti-poverty legislation is an attempt by religious extremists to force our beliefs down our throats? That is how ridiculous the pro-abortion argument is. They ignore the fact that social justice is valued by religious and non-religious people alike. But through sheer repetition, they have convinced many non-Christians that they would not be welcome in the pro-life movement. That in turn has caused many prominent pro-life groups to tailor themselves to Christians, since they figure everyone else has already been lost to the opposition. The problem with that approach is that we want to make abortion unthinkable for everyone, not just for committed Christians. But we are going to put an end to this vicious cycle. If you were at the march yesterday, you probably saw the signs that Students for Life had. It said, "We are the pro-life generation." And you're probably familiar with all the surveys to that effect. Here's a poll that you may be less familiar with. According to the Pew Center for Religion and Public Life, nearly a quarter of people between the ages of 18 and 29 practice no religion. We are more pro-life and less religious than ever before. That is the dynamic. And it is up to you to capture the enthusiasm of non-religious pro-lifers on your campus, because I promise you they are out there. So let me give you a few tips to get started. First of all, don't assume that students will know that your group is secular. With all the propaganda out there, they probably think you're religious. So wherever you advertise, just include a little note that says, Students for Life of whatever university is a non-sectarian organization. It's that easy. Don't just leave it implied. You have to be explicit about it. Second, be independent. It may seem convenient to affiliate yourself with a church or a religious club, especially when money is tight. I know, I have been there, but these kinds of shortcuts will hurt you in the long run. Third, stay away from distracting religious side issues like intelligent design and gay marriage. I cannot emphasize that enough. And last, but certainly not least, go to secularprolife.org and see what we have to offer. We have religiously neutral literature that you can download for free. I know how hard it is to find commercially printed literature that doesn't include some reference to God or a Bible verse, so we have created some for you. And I am going to now hand it over to Day Gardner of National Black Pro-Life Union.